Keyshawn Davis and Gervonta Davis trade shots on social media. Really, this started based on stuff that Keyshawn Davis had to say. Now, Keyshawn Davis, he's doing interviews, and basically he was talking about Gervonta Davis. He's recently said he is not leaving 135 pounds until he gets Gervonta Davis. And then he took to social media and said, hope his soft ass don't retire before it happened. It's only one person that could take his spot. This is a response to a fan who says, I can't wait till y'all get busy. And Gervonta Davis seen it. He said, you mistake me for your mother, right? Keyshawn Davis on social media also said, I ain't taking Ish back, Beezy. So he called him a Mitch. He says, I said what I said, 100 handshake. Hashtag light skinned dude. Then he goes on to say, why is so bro emotional? A little bit dyslexic. I think he means to put, why is bro so emotional? What I'm saying must be true, huh? And then he posted NBA Youngboy on his social media. And Tank says, I'm calling you a Mitch now. You and y'all brothers, Mitch. Now do something. Keyshawn says, blah, blah, blah. Send me a contract, you effing Oompa Loompa. It says, for show, after I handle business, Friday, send me a contract, gang. Right? And I'm going to show you how I'm coming, says Keyshawn Davis. Pause. Then Keyshawn took to his social media and says, stop copping, please, in my DM. Send me a contract or tell the fans you don't really want to fight me. Kenny, meaning one of his coaches, already said y'all want to fight me at 140 pounds. I was like, huh? Question mark. 100, 100. And then he put the crying emoji and he said, hashtag tag him. Now, Kenny Ellis, who is the co-trainer of Gervonta Davis, he's already come out and refuted this. He says, you lying on my name, and basically said that Keyshawn was capping and that wasn't something that came from his mouth. So I don't know where he's getting that information or what prompted him to say 140 and things like that. But that's what Keyshawn is saying. Tank's team has responded and said that is not the case. Now, listen, ego thoughts, man. I've been around the world and we've been in this position before, acting like the L's can't bag them no more. This is literally the same different toilet. I've talked about this several times on my social medias. Make sure you follow me. But here's a pattern. Guys who say they want to fight Gervonta Davis, when they have a booked, scheduled fight with somebody else not named Gervonta Davis, you notice there is an uptick of conversations surrounding Gervonta Davis's name. For example, before Ryan Garcia actually got the Tank fight, he had been calling out Tank Davis. You know, at one point it got so heated they said they were going to spar in an LA gym or whatever, and you know, doghouse rules basically. Golden Boy put a stop to that and ex-nayed that idea, and Ryan was reduced to kind of just continuing to call out Tank for a fight. And I remember he was fighting Emmanuel Tiptoes or whatever that guy was, or Javier Fortuna around this time, and same thing. He kept popping and bringing up Tank's name, saying, Tank, you won't do this. Tank, you're afraid of me. Tank, blah, blah, blah. Tank. Right? We've heard Shakur when he has, let's say, an Artem Haratunian fight or Edwin De Los Santos fight. We've heard Floyd Schofield. He just had the fight with Yeron, Renee Tele Yeron, who just gave him all the problems in the world. And he said the same thing. Tank, Tank, Tank. He did full disclosure, mentioned a few other fighters like Shakur and Devin Haney that he wants to fight. But the cream of the crop, the head honcho, Tank Davis, his name is for sure always in these other fighters' mouth. And now it's the same thing with Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis literally has a fight on Friday with Top Rank in his own hometown, and he's talking about Tank Davis. And I don't care if it's an interview. These fighters need to go to charm school, because if a person is interviewing you, they're going to ask you whatever they want to ask you. But you need to go to charm school or get a PR person, because you can easily find different, intelligent, respectful, whatever you want to be, ways to diffuse conversations that really don't make sense and avoid the question, or let the host know, I'm not interested in that. I have a fight in 2 days. But instead of that, it becomes like trash talk and, these long-winded speeches about how Tank can't beat him and this, that, and the third. And this is what it's come to. This is what boxing is at right now with social media and Gen Z. There's a lot of talking about popping this and I'll beat this person, I'll beat you. And I don't doubt that some fighters are confident, but anybody can talk. Everybody's confident until they get in there. Like the great Mike Tyson said, everybody got a plan till they get punched in the mouth. Like, you know what I mean? So people understand that talk is just that. It's talk. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't make what you're saying true. Doesn't mean because you're confident and you're talking a good game that you can actually do what you say that you would do. So these interviews and tweets and stuff, to me, mean absolutely nothing. It's not a real indication that you could get it done. I mean, you look at the second highest grossing boxing fight was Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. I had the pleasure of covering that fight way back when it happened, and Conor McGregor let him tell it. I'm not you tanking. Who the fool in there? Right? He was very confident that he would unseat, and keep in mind, that wasn't labeled an exhibition. That went on Floyd's record, and he became 50-0 with that fight. So that was a real fight. Conor's real box rec shows 0-1, right? And he was talking everything that his fans wanted to hear about destroying Floyd, and he's a white gorilla, and he's the Irish gorilla, and Floyd wouldn't be able to stand up to his power, and he's bigger than Floyd. Floyd can't read, and he got the soldiers, his soldiers, hyped up into believing that he would beat Floyd Mayweather, and then guess what? They fought. And it was none of what was depicted in the press tour. That's why, just like Floyd said, he can't fight for you. Your trainer can't fight for you. The fans can't fight for you. That's like one of the Mayweathers have come up with some of the most goated based like tagline speeches in boxing. Roger Mayweather, most don't know ish about boxing, and they showing that's one from the Mayweathers. Floyd got a bunch of them, like hard work, dedication, and only thing God made perfect was my O. But that's a sleeper one that Floyd got, where he was saying your trainer can't fight for you, the fans can't fight for you, so I'm not bothered by it. So Keyshawn, I think he should probably focus on what's in front of him. He thinks he can get past Gustavo Lemos, but the Tank Davis curse is live and in full effect, where you have all these fighters like Schofield. He was like calling Devin and Shakur and definitely Tank, all these people's name out, and then you fought someone much lesser than all three of them in Euron, and completely different styles that people would say are more elite, and you get dropped by him and you get hurt by him in round 3, and you make rookie mistakes like turning your back to him and stuff like that. So Friday, we shall see what it is with Keyshawn. The only thing I don't like about this fight is he fought Hitchens at 140, but then now he has to come down to 135 for Keyshawn. But ultimately, he's a rugged guy from Argentina. We'll see how the fight plays out. For more boxing, subscribe to your boy, BOXINGEGO. Church.